Aidan is 10 months old. He was born prematurely at 27 weeks and weighed only £1 10 ounces. For the first 3 weeks of his life, he was on a ventilator where a machine helped him to breathe. Aidan remained in hospital for a total of 6 months. This was an anxious time for parents Tony and Annette, who were constantly by his side.
I didn't have a life anymore. It just gone. Everything just went to pot. I mean, my plants have died because they never got watered. Everything just gets put on hold, really.
Now Aidan has been home for 4 months. He'll still need oxygen for many more months to come until his lungs grow and can provide him with the oxygen he needs. But he's making good progress and only needs to go to hospital for routine checkups. At first, Annette found it difficult to adjust to life at home with Aidan after spending so much of her time in hospital.
It really took me a good couple of months to stop panicking every time I had to go to Tesco. And it just started, I wouldn't go out when I first got home. And then I started off with just a little drive out and back. And then I'd do a little drive, get out, push the pram round and come back, and eventually it sort of built it up into going out and doing what I needed to do.
Are you still whinging?
With Aidan acclimatising to life at home, Tony's pleased to have a normal routine.
Well, it was just so nice to be able to be at home, could come home from work and, get on with things instead of having to rush to go to the hospital. At least we sort of, get some time together and we get a chance to relax a little.
Because Aidan's stomach muscles are less well developed, he's been suffering from reflux, where stomach contents are brought back up. This is quite common in premature babies and tends to improve with the introduction of solids and as the baby gets older.
He had a nasal gastric tube up until about a month ago, and that sort of came up when he was sick, and because we hadn't been using it an awful lot, we decided to leave it up and see how he was doing, and the nurses were happy with him, so basically that's stayed out luckily at the moment, and he's a lot happier without it, because that sort of helped make him sick, I think, really. It irritated his throat when he was sick. Okay. So you're happy without it, aren't you? Yeah.
As Aidan spent so much time on his back in hospital, Tony and Annette need to encourage him to move his legs more.
His legs weren't sort of getting much exercise in the hospital, so we're trying to sort of move them a bit now, but that's his sort of main thing. He doesn't weight bear too much.
Are you still whinging?
Although it's been a difficult experience for Aidan, Tony and Annette, Aidan's growing more confident and his checkups continue to show improvements.
They're really pleased with his progress, actually. They've sort of recently just dropped his oxygen down a notch, and sort of he's doing what he should be doing, really.
Do you want to sit round that way? He's doing really well. He's getting very vocal and he's nosy at things, always shoving things in his mouth. You want to play with your book?
Inevitably, there will be difficult times ahead when having a premature baby. So what advice could Annette, who's been through so much, give to other parents in similar circumstances?
I think don't give up hope. Where there's life, there's hope. Just plod through. And I think the best bit of advice I was ever given was accept all help that's offered. People offer to cook you dinner, don't swallow your pride and take everything you can get, really. I was really lucky. I had a lot of friends that cooked me meals and came up to see me at the hospital, brought me food and things like that up there, so yeah, definitely.
Annette also found support on the Bliss website, where she discovered she wasn't alone.
There's quite good online support with the Bliss message board. There's a lot of people on there that have been through similar, and that's quite comforting to read that everyone's feeling the same as you. All through the whole stages, from sort of being in the hospital to coming home. It's nice to read up that you're not the only one that's feeling like this, and it is quite normal, because you do tend to get a lot of weird feelings and things that I don't think anyone can understand unless they've been there. And so it's nice to read other people are going through the same things.
You're smiling. You have to smile at the camera.
The other place where Annette found help was with her health visitor.
My health visitor's been really good. She came to see me when he was in hospital, and she was just really good at coming out when I was down here and whenever I needed her.
Say hello.
Little Aidan is clearly happy to be home.
He's turned out fine. And your boy? Hey, you turned out fine, haven't you? Hey, yeah.